We stopped it with good timing, and we're very proud to be involved in this, and it's going to be ended soon.
Thank you. Mr. President, you've said the war is, quote, very complete, but your defense secretary says this is just the beginning. So which is it, and how long should Americans be prepared
Well, I think
for
you could
this war
say
to
it
last
both.
for?
However, the Iranians do not want to end this war, and this is where Trump and his terrorist friends would find themselves in real trouble. How do you deal with a situation where, despite being the most powerful country in the world, at least on paper, you have been forced to concede defeat, but your enemy, who you said wasn't so powerful, is in no mood to end this war? What does it say about the most powerful country in the world? It says that this country is in reality a coward, and its claims of having the most powerful military in the world is a joke. Just listen to Professor Marandi, a person who was instrumental in the negotiation of the JCPOA in 2015 and is very close to the Iranian establishment. Do his words give you the impression that Iran really wants this ceasefire?
We will no longer accept the status quo. The region has to change. We will not allow the United States or the Israeli regime to be able to threaten us again. In other words, the Iranians will push this war until the United States and the West recognize that attacking Iran is not an option, not now and not ever again. So this war is not going to end anytime soon unless the other side capitulates. And even when the other side backs down, there will be changes. Iran will not accept Arab family dictatorships hosting US bases that can harm us. And they will have to pay compensation for the slaughter and the murder that has been carried out. None of these regimes are innocent. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, none of them are innocent. All of them host US bases. All of those US bases have been used to conspire against Iran. All of them have been used to kill Iranians, murder Iranians, and not just Iranians. They've been used to kill people in Yemen. They've been used to kill people in Lebanon in a different way. So this war will end with a shift in the balance of power in this region. The axis of resistance will no longer accept a hanging sword above.
Trump started this war under duress from terrorist Netanyahu, and he is now going to end this war both to please his Israeli master and protect his own business interests. Trump didn't run for the presidency to serve people. He is no Mother Teresa. In fact, he has as much respect for humanity as pedophile Jeffrey Epstein had for innocent children. The soaring oil prices were going to wreak havoc to the US economy. This can still happen if Trump doesn't quickly get out of the Middle East. Stock markets were going to experience a bloodbath, wiping out hundreds of billions of dollars. This would have significantly impacted Trump and his family members, who too would have been badly bruised. Many people feel that Trump did this due to growing anger within the US against his decision to invade Iran. But Trump doesn't give a shit to such public sentiments. But he does care when it entails missing out on billions of dollars. His Israeli boss, Netanyahu, too, is under huge pressure from his own people, who historically praised him and supported him for causing the genocide in Gaza. But they too have turned their back on this dreaded war criminal following the death and devastation caused by Iranian missiles. Netanyahu hasn't been seen in public for more than a week now. His last video was also released from an unknown location. Many people believe he is on the run to avoid being killed by the Iranians. Others feel he is already in the US, hiding in Mar-a-Lago. You never know. Either way, continuing with war doesn't suit the US or the settler colony. Hence, their desperate excuses to get out of this mess. But Iran says it will decide when to end the war. Meanwhile, Trump has also made a desperate plea to Russia and China to convince Iran to agree for a ceasefire. But for Iran, this is a question of their existential crisis and also their Persian pride after the Israeli and American terrorists massacred their 86-year-old supreme leader, his daughter, and daughter-in-law, along with their children. I will leave you with this clip of a broadcast from inside Tehran by the Iranian state TV. If you wanted to truly understand the courage of the average Iranians, this video is an example. Tens of thousands of Iranians gathered in Revolution Square in support of the new Ayatollah when American and Israeli terrorists began to drop bombs nearby indiscriminately. Not one person moved or fled from the scene. These are the people Trump and Netanyahu dream of defeating.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. بله سلام عرض می‌کنم خانم امامی همکنون که من دارم با شما صحبت میکنم پدافند داره عمل میکنه و ما شاهد اجتماع حضور مردم هستیم در میدان انقلاب. ما نمیترسیم، ما اینجاییم، ما اینجا هستیم، مردم اینجا هستن. حتی در مقابل پدافندها در برابر موشک ها ایستادن، مردم ایستادن، اومدن بیعت کنن با امامشان، با امام خامنه ای اومدن بیعت کنن و لبیک میگوین. مردم اومدن بگوین ما نمیترسیم، ما اینجاییم، ما مردم شجاعیم. باشتم شعار مردم.
Compare this to the Israelis who are never tired of hiding in bunkers. That's it from me. Thank you very much for your support of this platform and our journalism. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.